Final Cut 10, Library, Event Folder, Project. How to set up and never lose track of your project or film. So here is a hard drive that I've got. In it I have put a folder called Best Friends, and in it is all of my footage. Now I'm going to close that down and go to the Final Cut icon, which is on the desktop, and open up Final Cut. Now here is confusion because there's already a project in there. Now if I added that footage to this particular library, then disaster would ensue and I'd be confused. So I'm going to go up to the icon, which is the library icon, which is 4 stars, and I'm going to right click on it, go down and close that particular library. Now this gives me a nice clean desktop to work with and import new footage and a project. So I'm going up to File, New, Library. And here I'm going to write the name of the project that I'm doing, which is Best Friends. And I've already got a folder with the footage in. I'm going to make sure that it goes into, and most important that it goes into that particular folder, the Best Friends folder, which I showed you, which is on my external drive. Now up here we've got something called Smart Collections. Well, we don't need it, so let's get rid of it, delete the folder. Now this leaves me with, when I created the library, something called what Final Cut called an event was created. Now this event is what I'm going to rename and call it Best Friends, and inside that event is going to be the project. Now I'm trying at the moment to let it allow me to change the name. Yes, now it is, having clicked it several times. So I'm writing Best Friends here. So I've got a library called Best Friend and I've got an event called Best Friend. Now I'm going to import the footage into the library. So down I come, find the folder on my external drive and take all of the footage and import it. So here it is. Now what can I do with it? Well, I want to edit it. So the next thing that I've got to do is I've got to create a project and a timeline so I can work with this footage. So I'm going to go up to File, New, Project. Now here I'm going to again call the project Best Friends, so I don't get confused. I know where everything is and what it is. And if you notice down here, it's in the event folder, Best Friend folder. And up there it says Best Friend, that's the timeline. And now I can drag that footage onto the timeline. And there it is. I can start editing. Fantastic. And that's how you don't lose your work. Because now let's have a look. I'm going to go and close down Final Cut. You see you've got Best Friend event there, and you've got the library, and you've got all the footage in it. But no confusion with lots of other footage in the same library. So I've closed down Final Cut now. I'm going to go to the hard drive where that folder is and look inside the folder, and there is the library icon with 4 stars. Now normally you'd expect, I would have thought, to have seen the Final Cut icon, but you don't. You see that library icon which has 4 stars in it, so all I've got to do is to click on that every time I need to access this particular work, and hey presto, I can now start editing.